Currently in Australia, there are a number of exciting opportunities for the property market, despite what others have to say. And MRD have the hotspots when it comes to cash flow positive property in some incredible locations. Introducing firstly, NRAS, the National Rental Affordability Scheme. This is a government incentive to increase the supply of affordable rental dwellings while encouraging large-scale investment and innovative delivery of affordable housing. The exciting news about NRAS is not only do you receive the rental income plus capital growth of the property, but the government will give you $9,524, increasing every year for 10 years. We have NRAS approved properties 4 kilometres from the CBD, located in Hawthorn, neighbouring Bulimba, considered one of the most prestigious markets in Brisbane. NRAS duplexes are also available throughout various locations in Brisbane, offering low entry prices, maximising the NRAS opportunity and giving you, the investor, the best return. Australia is in the midst of a resources boom, and of the $173.5 billion advanced and approved projects nationwide, Queensland has over $80 billion of these focused in areas that are already economically strong and diversified. With lifestyle factors that keep people coming back, the demand for jobs and the potential growth these muscle towns offer is a bright future for investors. In Gladstone, there are over $70 billion in LNG projects approved. It's the world's largest alumina refinery and Australia's largest aluminium smelter. It's Australia's largest cement operation and Queensland's biggest power station. The population in Gladstone is set to double by 2031, and there is a massive housing shortage, placing huge pressure on rents.
$1,200 a week's a bit steep for a 3 or 4 bedroom house.
With MRD's advanced financing strategies, this particular house and land package example would be $108 per week positive cash flow for a couple earning $80,000 and $30,000 per annum respectively. Mackay has an established sugar industry, the largest in Queensland. It's the hub of the Bowen Basin mining industry. There are a massive 48 operational coal mines, making up 83% of Queensland's coal industry. It's an established city base with agricultural, engineering, manufacturing and mining services. And Mackay is the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, giving it a tourism base. Mackay's population is projected to increase by 68,000 by 2031. $2 billion of infrastructure is being invested by council for revitalisation of the CBD, and 50 new major projects planned in the next few years, creating up to 30,000 jobs in the next 6 years. For the great boom town of Mackay, an example of a property with MRD's advanced financing solutions will give you $61 cash in your pocket per week. Toowoomba is the gateway to the Surat Basin, which is predicted to be one of Australia's largest energy provinces, with a proposed capital expenditure of $140 billion. It's a major regional town with a solid and diverse economy, including a major education sector, and an estimated 45,000 jobs will be created across the region, with Toowoomba the focus for accommodation. With up to a massive 8.75% rental yield, Toowoomba properties are some of the most attractive properties MRD have ever offered. Other muscle towns impacted by the resources boom include Townsville. House and land in Townsville, from $328,000 with NRAS, has a huge attraction of capital growth and demand from the resources sector, along with the added benefit of NRAS to put money back in your pocket. New South Wales is predicted to have the largest housing shortage in Australia, with the Hunter region having the largest increases in population of any New South Wales region outside of Sydney. Currently, there is a huge pressure on the rental market due to a shortage of properties, with $1.7 billion spent on infrastructure. BIS Shrapnel expects median house prices to rise a further 18% by 2014, and no stamp duty is payable for a new house never lived in. The resources boom can be far-reaching beyond the towns or regions they are closest to. The stimulus from the resources boom means that mining states will tend to grow faster than the non-mining states. This trickle effect of the boom towns influences the main cities. For example, over 55,000 square feet of office space in the Brisbane CBD is already absorbed as the headquarters for many mining-related contractors and mining company headquarters. That means jobs and housing are on high demand. Brisbane is currently positioned at the bottom of the property cycle, and now is the time to buy in these areas before resource boom has its impact on Brisbane. With so many great opportunities around to invest in, talk to your property mentor at MRD to fill out a My Starting Point assessment and continue to build your financial future.